happens in Thailand stays in Thailand.
I love this show so much, so I always get excited when a new season comes out, and this season is wild so far, to put it lightly. Aimee, for you, we really don't get to know a lot about Chelsea and Rick's like backstory and how they became a couple. Do you know that? Is there anything you can talk about where they started?
Yeah, so I think Mike's been so clever with that stuff because he's kept such mystery, and we're saying he's so good at pace, so you find out more and more and more. But I love the fact that Chelsea's constantly saying to Rick, you're so mysterious. And actually, she's just as mysterious. It's like one finger pointing, three pointing back. Yeah. She doesn't really ever, she's just like, be in the present. Be in the present. Who cares about the past? And so you don't actually learn a lot about her. Ironically, you actually learn more about Rick's life than Chelsea's life. So she's very good at deflecting. But there was more stuff originally in there about how they met, and it was while she was traveling, and they did a lot of drugs together, and she just kind of decided, that is my soulmate. This is my life's mission. And so I think in a great way, it's a mystery to her and to him as well as it is to the audience. And Walton and I definitely were like, this bond is so mysterious, but we just totally have to buy into it. And we did, But yeah, there's so much mystery around it.
Yeah, I love it. I love you guys together. I love all of you in here. But Michelle, I want to talk to you about this friend group. It feels like they operate out of like just habit at this point, right? It doesn't feel like they really like each other anymore. It's always 2 against 1, no matter who's around. So how do you feel about that? And like, how have they not killed each other before now? Like, I feel like they hate each other.
I think this was what was so fun, I think, creatively to kind of delve into, and what Mike is tackling this season, which is, the kind of extreme expectations that we put on each other as women, sometimes in the way that we've socially conditioned ourselves to, and we've been socially conditioned to constantly compare or judge ourselves against one another. And I love that Mike's going there, because these are relationships that of course are, heightened in the White Lotus-y way, but are also very, very relatable, and I think ring true for a lot of women out there. And, we had a lot of fun, leaning into those gossipy, designed by Mike, sort of like the round robin sort of gossip, that was quite fun. And, he's just so great, to collaborate with. And it's just all such juicy and gooey and gossipy, goodness. And then we start to see, these women, we start to see that facade start to come down, and they're all kind of struggling in their own way. And that just manifests as the season kind of goes on. It starts to devolve more and more.
Well, speaking of the season going on, you guys haven't really interacted much from what I've seen in the first 6 episodes. Is that going to come later on? Do you guys not really have much time together?
Maybe.
We've been saying today, we wish that Jaclyn and Chelsea could have a really good chat, because they might be able to help each other.
Yes.
But what was so great is that we were saying, usually like you only get to know the person that you're doing your story with, or the people but we all lived together in a hotel for 6 months. So we all got so close, regardless of what storyline we were in, which was so nice. But yeah, I wish.
I know. And then now it's just so exciting, because we're seeing all the storylines. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys were shooting that? You guys were shooting that on the boat?
Yeah.
What did you, we were just at the club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's really amazing. It's amazing to see everyone's hard work after 6-7 months just on screen. It's a beautiful thing. I'm really proud.
Well, speaking of that, is there one storyline besides your own that you guys were like most excited to see play out?
To be honest, I'm not even just saying this. Mine is the ladies, because whenever I was on set, the only time would really be at the dinners and the breakfasts. I would hear Leslie, Carrie, and Michelle just doing their thing, and I would be like, I need to watch. And I have to pretend to be eating my watermelon or whatever, but I want to turn and watch. And I just find it the most confronting, the ladies' storyline, because of the friendship. Just, it's so relatable and it's so claustrophobic and it's so like holding a mirror up to unhealthy dynamics and codependency and all that stuff. That's the one that gets me the most. Like when I'm watching those scenes, I'm like just looking through my fingers because I just think they're so real and so tense and so confronting and challenging. So genuinely, the ladies stuff, I was so excited about.
Yeah.
How about for you, Michelle?
I think I love Chelsea and Rick as well. They were always to the side during those iconic dinner scenes. And she's not lying. Like, you know, that's the thing that you live to be on the White Lotus for. And so they have such a banter. Their back and forth is so fast and sort of furious. I really loved it so much, like just reading it, because we got to binge read all 8 episodes. So I was like, who's gonna play this? Who's gonna do this? And so the ladies were doing the same thing. We're just listening in and watching it unfold and listening to it really unfold. So now I've actually seen it come to life, which is a beautiful thing.
I love it. And then real quick, Lisa gets to introduce you guys to Thailand. Like, that was pretty cool. What was that like? And did you get to spend any time with her?
Yeah, I mean, Lisa was so social.
Yeah.
Like, she's so cool, and she would invite people over for drinks at her house, her little hotel room the whole time. Like, she's really, really down to earth. You would never think.
No.
I actually didn't understand it fully because she was so cool and so chilled that I wasn't getting...
So unassuming, so unassuming.
But the level of fame and stardom is so huge. It's kind of so hard to get your head round. I couldn't really...
And the fact, I had no idea that this was her first acting job.
No.
And I had no idea. Even I started watching the episodes, and then somebody said it to me in the previous interviews, and I was like, "You're kidding me! She's so incredible. She and Tame are so beautiful. I love that storyline so much. I think that's the most surprising one because that was also in Thai, you know. And so I just love how Mike has just woven that story in, that Thai sort of love story, and they're both just so pure. What they bring to this season is such purity. And their chemistry together is so beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah. So she's so very talented, as is he.
Oh, I love it. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to see the final 2 episodes. They only gave us 6 and it's killing me.
Same for us.
You should get a facial. Rick, the lady in the airport thought you were my dad.
My God.